The biggest travel season of the year is just weeks away. Let's bring in Jeanenne Tornatore. She is our favorite travel expert. Thanks so much for being on our show today. This is going to be a busy season. So what does the TripAdvisor Summer Travel Index forecast for people as they get ready to firm up their plans?
Well, look, I think the biggest headline is that it's going to be a busy summer travel season. Consumer confidence is high. 82% of Americans say that they plan to take a vacation this summer. More than half of those travelers say they plan to travel more and spend more than they did last summer. And interestingly, most people actually going to a place that they're familiar with. 70% of travelers say that they're going to somewhere that they've been before.
That's interesting. What are some hot spots that travelers are returning to for their getaways?
Well, I'm coming to you actually from one of the hot spots, which is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which comes in at number 2 on our top domestic list. So the top domestic destinations are Orlando, Myrtle Beach, Las Vegas, Honolulu, and New York. And 70% of Americans plan to travel domestically. So these are going to be really true hotspots this summer. What's interesting, though, is that the TripAdvisor survey also found that 1/4 of travelers plan to take a trip both domestically and internationally this summer. So there are going to be some international hotspots. That list really is interesting as well. You have Cancun at number 1, followed by Paris, Punta Cana, Cabo San Lucas, and London on that top 5 list as well. So a good mix of those beach destinations and those cultural hubs.
One trend that keeps popping up is the desire to become immersive in experiences and excursions. Can you give us some new ideas?
Well, or more than half of travelers say it's those immersive experiences that they're really excited about for their vacations this summer. And that's not a big surprise because there are so many great ones out there. Some of the top immersive experiences that are booked on TripAdvisor right now include things like historical and cultural tours, day cruises, and a lot of those adventure expeditions like ATV tours and off-road tours. So those are going to be very popular this summer.
For people who have not booked yet but still want to get away, what's your best advice?
Well, I wouldn't wait too much longer. There's a high demand this summer travel season. Number 1, I would say use those PTO days. You know, TripAdvisor actually just partnered with Corona, which is synonymous with summer, and they found that 52% of Americans left half or more of their vacation days on the table last year. So number 1, use summer to take those vacation days and don't leave them on the table. And if you haven't planned anything yet, it's really going to be all about flexibility at this point. The TripAdvisor Index found that the busiest week to travel is going to be June 12th through the 16th. So that might be a time you want to avoid. Think late summer. These top destinations, some of the best times to travel are in late August. So that's really when demand starts to drop a little bit and you can find more availability and better pricing. Well, you can find more on the TripAdvisor Index at tripadvisor.com.
Always great tips. Thanks so much, Jeanenne.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.